Hi, everyone. I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo.
Welcome back to the English Blend. We are so thrilled that you've joined us for another essential lesson in how to use English in the real world.
Exactly. Today, we are tackling a topic that seems simple on the surface, but it causes stress for native speakers and learners alike, making plans with friends in English.
It's true. You might know all the grammar rules, but if you can't coordinate a simple coffee date, the grammar won't help you much, right?
No, it won't. Planning involves delicate social maneuvers, polite refusals, and precise language. It requires real conversation flow.
Our goal today is to help you move past just saying, yes, I am free, and instead use natural phrases to initiate, negotiate, and confirm plans like a true native speaker. We want to take that uncertainty out of your planning process.
Because organizing 5 people for dinner, for example, often feels less like a friendly chat and more like you're trying to land a spaceship. It's complicated.
That's a perfect way to put it. You have to be specific, clear, and flexible all at once. It requires simple, everyday English, but used effectively.
So here is our hook question for you, the listener. Are you tired of making maybe plans that never actually happen?
If the answer is yes, then grab your favorite beverage, whether it's coffee or tea. We are going to break down the entire planning process step by step, ensuring you have the language tools you need.
Exactly. So grab your coffee and let's get started.
All right, Leo, let's start with the very first step, planting the seed. How do you casually introduce the idea of meeting up?
We need to be clear about the difference between a suggestion and a formal invitation. An invitation is usually more concrete. I am roasting a party at my house on Friday. You are invited.
That's formal and final, but most of the time, especially with friends, we just offer a suggestion. This is softer, less committal, and much more natural in casual dialogue. It opens the door for conversation and negotiation.
Right. The suggestion phase often begins with simple small talk, just checking the temperature of their schedule. What are the absolute classic opening lines?
The most versatile is asking about their current status. What are you up to this weekend? Or even shorter, got any plans for the week? These are short, clear sentences.
That's polite small talk, but it's a strategic opener. If they reply, oh, nothing much, just relaxing, that is your green light. They are available and receptive to a suggestion.
If they reply, I'm swamped with work, then you know immediately to back off and try again another day. It saves you from awkward rejection.
Now let's move to suggesting a specific activity. We need easy, friendly phrasing. I love starting with the continuous tense because it implies you're still considering options.
Perfect. Like, I was thinking about going to the market on Saturday. Would you want to join?
That phrasing is effective because it shows you haven't booked anything yet. You're sharing a thought, not demanding their time.
We also use simple, direct questions. Let's bring back that lovely phrase we mentioned before, fancy doing X. This is very common, especially in British English, but understood globally.
Let's define fancy in this context for our A2 to B2 learners. When you fancy something, it means you have a desire for it or you feel like doing it. It's a very polite way to ask, do you want to?
Example, I'm tired of cooking. Do you fancy ordering takeout tonight? See how much warmer that sounds than do you want to order takeout?
It has a certain charm. You could also say, we could try that new cafe. What do you think?
That what do you think is the key to involving them in the decision. It keeps the conversation flowing and conversational.
And the absolute simplest structure for offering an idea is how about? This is essential for providing alternatives or suggesting a time.
How about meeting at 1 p.m. instead of noon?
Or I don't really want to hike. How about we just watch a movie? It's direct, easy to understand, and keeps the energy going.
We want to emphasize clarity here. The core lesson in plan making is activity first, then time.
This is crucial. If you commit to a time and then suggest an activity they hate, say, are you free at 8 p.m. Friday? Great. Let's clean my garage. They are trapped.
That's a terrible plan. So always sell the fun idea first. Get them excited about the activity.
So sequence matters. I'm thinking about visiting the new Natural History Museum. If you're interested, what time works best for you on Sunday? That's the smooth, natural way to do it.
Let's recap this initiation phase quickly. use casual openers, offer suggestions with I was thinking or fancy doing X, and prioritize the activity before moving to specific times. This ensures a friendly beginning.
Okay, Mia, we've suggested the plan. Now we face the great logistical wall availability. This is where most plans die a slow, painful death.
Scheduling conflicts are inevitable, but our learners need the language to navigate them politely.
Let's start with simply checking if they're free. The most straightforward is still the best. Are you free on Saturday afternoon? Short, clear sentences work.
If you want to be slightly more polite or confirm a specific event, you can say, "Do you happen to have anything scheduled for Friday evening?"
That "do you happen to have" is a great softener. It shows you're not putting pressure on them.
Now, what if you are the one who is busy? How do you say no without hurting feelings?
Never, ever just say, "No, I'm busy." That's too abrupt. We need emotional tone. We must use the REO method that we talked about. Regret, explain, offer.
I love that REO framework. It ensures politeness and demonstrates continued interest in the friendship.
Start with regret. "Oh, that sounds wonderful," or "I wish I could," or "That's a shame."
Then quickly transition to the explain phase, briefly stating why you can't make it. But I already have a commitment that afternoon. Or, but I'm visiting my family that weekend.
And immediately follow with the offer alternative. "But I am totally free the following Tuesday." Or, "What about just a quick coffee before your commitment?"
Let's try that in a full sentence. I'm so sorry I can't make it to the movie on Friday night. Regret, explain. But I would love to go on Saturday morning instead. Offer. See how smooth that is?
The offer is vital. It shows that you want to spend time together. It validates the friendship, which is key to natural dialogue.
And if you genuinely need time to check your complicated calendar, what's the safest thing to say?
"Let me quickly check my calendar and get back to you." This is a promise to respond. And remember, calendar often means your digital schedule or planner, not just the paper thing on the wall.
Speaking of getting back to someone, learners should know that if they say they will get back to you, they must follow up within a reasonable time, ideally the same day. Otherwise, the plan disappears into the abyss.
That's right. The disappearance of the maybe plan is a constant source of conversational frustration. We need to avoid that.
Now, let's talk about that vague friend, the one who says, maybe, or I'll try. How do you push for a commitment gently?
You need to give them a logistical reason for needing a firm answer. Don't pressure their feelings, pressure the logistics.
You could say, no worries if you can't, but I need to make a reservation by 6 p.m. tonight, so let me know either way.
Or simply, just let me know by noon tomorrow, okay? I need to buy the ticket soon.
Adding okay at the end softens the demand. It keeps the tone friendly. Clarity is always the goal.
We also need a phrase when you have a general conflict but can adjust the time slightly. Use "I'm flexible" around noon.
Flexible means you can easily change the time, so if they suggest 11:30 a.m. or 1 p.m., either works for you.
Remember, negotiation is not fighting. It's simply finding the intersection of two busy lives. Be polite, be clear, and use short sentences.
Group planning is a nightmare. Leo, have you ever tried to coordinate 7 people for brunch?
It's impossible. It's like herding cats. You suggest one restaurant, and 6 people ignore it, and the 7th person suggests a place that closed 5 years ago.
So in a group chat, you need to use language that addresses everyone simultaneously and forces a response.
Use a collective question. Does Saturday at 3 p.m. work for everyone? This requires a collective yes or a collective alternative suggestion.
And always include a backup plan for the group right away. Being proactive saves so much time.
If Saturday doesn't work for the majority, our plan B is to meet Sunday afternoon instead.
That sets expectations immediately. People know there is a fallback option.
Now, let's talk about the final stage of planning, confirmation. This is essential to prevent missed connections.
Confirmation is usually done the day before, especially if the plan was made far in advance.
The simplest confirmation phrase is, "Are we still on for tomorrow?" or "Still on for 7 p.m.?" It's short, effective, and uses simple everyday English.
You should also confirm specific details, especially the location. For instance, just confirming, meet at the park entrance, not the cafe, right?
That right is a great tag question that invites confirmation immediately. It's conversational and clear.
If they reply with a simple yes or see you then, the plan is officially locked down. No more ambiguity.
And what if the plan changes at the last minute? Maybe one person is sick. You need language for canceling politely.
Regret, explain, and offer again. I'm really sorry, but I have to cancel today. Regret, explain. Can we reschedule for next week? Offer.
The word reschedule is key here. It means you still want to do the activity, just at a different time. It's polite and keeps the friendship warm.
And if you are running late, never arrive late without communicating. I'm so sorry, traffic is terrible. I'm running 10 minutes behind. See you soon.
Transparency is always better than silence. Clear communication is the foundation of natural, effective English.
We've covered the framework, but now let's give our listeners 4 concrete, actionable steps, our practical tips, for successfully finalizing plans in English.
These steps ensure that your maybe plans actually become definite plans.
Tip 1, always be specific and nail down the details.
Our first tip is non-negotiable. Be specific. Vague plans are destined to fail. Don't say, "Let's meet soon." That means nothing.
You need the who, what, when, and where. Make sure your sentences are short and clear when providing these details.
Example, instead of "Want to get lunch next week?" try, "How about lunch at the Italian place, Tuesday at 12:30 p.m.?"
That proposal is firm, but it's still open to negotiation. It gives them a concrete starting point to react to.
And if they agree, you must repeat the details back to them. This is the confirmation cycle. Great, so Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. Italian restaurant. Perfect. This solidifies the plan.
We might sound a little repetitive here, but that repetition is essential for effective communication and learning. It ensures everyone's on the same page. If you skip this, one person thinks it's 12:30 p.m., the other thinks it's 1:30 p.m., and you get an awkward situation.
And nobody wants awkward waiting. So specificity equals success.
Tip number 2, use conditional phrasing. This makes you sound flexible and prepared for change, which is vital in casual English conversation.
Conditional language uses words like if, potentially, could, or might.
It protects you if the circumstances change. You don't want to promise something that you can't deliver.
If you say, "We are definitely going to the outdoor market on Sunday," and then a hurricane hits, you look like you didn't check the weather.
Instead, say, "If the weather holds up, we could try the outdoor market on Sunday. If not, we can go shopping inside."
See how smooth that is? It manages expectations perfectly. The plan is conditional on the weather.
Another example. I was thinking we might meet up after work, but it depends on how long my meeting runs.
That tells your friend immediately that the time is tentative, so they won't be sitting and waiting for you if your meeting goes late. It's about being considerate and clear.
Conditional phrasing is a cornerstone of polite, proactive planning in English.
Tip 3. The art of the soft follow-up.
This is for when you've sent a proposal and haven't heard back for a day or two. You need to chase the answer without sounding desperate or angry. This requires a very relaxed tone. You can't accuse them of ignoring you, even if they are.
Start with the phrase, "just checking in." It's non-aggressive and widely accepted.
Use it like this. "Hey, just checking in about that plan for Tuesday. Did you manage to check your schedule?"
The phrasing, "did you manage to check," is gentler than "did you forget." It assumes they were busy, not negligent.
You can also link the follow-up to a required action, making the check-in seem necessary, not nagging. just checking in. I need to make the reservation by tomorrow morning, so please let me know soon.
That gives a concrete reason for your urgency. It respects their time while also respecting the logistics of the plan.
And if you're close friends, a little humor definitely keeps the conversation human and engaging. You could say, "Did the internet eat my last message? Just checking on the Friday dinner plan."
The soft follow-up maintains the friendship while moving the plan forward, essential skill.
Tip 4. Reconfirmation for long-term plans.
This is your final safety net. People forget. Life happens. A quick text prevents major disappointment.
Keep the message short and specific. Still on for 6 p.m. tomorrow at the Italian place?
If they confirm with a "yup, see you then," you are golden. If they don't reply within a few hours, you know you need to send a follow-up.
Reconfirmation is a habit of reliable friends. It shows you care about the plan succeeding.
Think of it as plan insurance. Short, clear sentences used consistently reduce anxiety for everyone involved.
Quick summary of the tips. Be specific, use conditionals, soft follow-up, and reconfirm. Practice these steps daily.
Now we transition to the language focus. These 3 phrases will instantly elevate your English and make you sound incredibly natural when discussing plans.
These are the expressions that native speakers rely on for flexibility and commitment.
Our first one is perfect for tentative planning. Pencil you in.
Let's define this for our listeners. It refers to the idea that if you write something in pencil, you can easily erase or change it. It means the plan is likely, but not 100% fixed or final.
It implies flexibility and a soft commitment. You've reserved the time slot, but circumstances could change.
Example 1. I'm not sure about Friday morning until I hear back from my boss, but I can pencil you in for coffee right now.
Example 2. The reservation system isn't open yet, but let's pencil in that weekend trip to the mountains for September.
It's a very polite, business-friendly, but commonly used conversational phrase. It manages expectations perfectly. The listener knows the plan is subject to confirmation.
Play it by ear.
This is perhaps the most common phrase for flexible plans. Play it by ear.
To play it by ear means you will decide how to proceed spontaneously based on the situation at the time, rather than relying on a rigid schedule. It's the ultimate antidote to over-planning.
It's great when travel or unpredictable factors are involved. You're accepting spontaneity.
Example 1. The weather might be rainy, so let's meet at the theater and then we can play the rest of the day by ear. Meaning, we'll see if the sun comes out and decide our next step then.
Example 2. We don't know exactly what time we'll finish the hike. Let's just play it by ear for dinner.
If you hear someone say this, understand that there's no fixed plan, so don't push for specific times. Embrace the relaxation.
Phrase 3. Our third phrase is crucial for showing enthusiastic agreement. Down for it.
This is informal, current, and used frequently among friends. It adds a lot of positive emotional tone.
If you are down for something, it means you are interested, willing, and excited to participate.
If I say, "Do you want to grab burgers tonight?" the strongest, friendliest reply is, "Yes, I am totally down for that."
It's much more energetic than, "Sure, I agree." It shows genuine excitement, which is important in natural English conversations.
You can also use it in a question format. Are you down for driving up to the lake this weekend?
Practice using down for it to replace boring responses like, okay, or fine. It changes the whole dynamic of the dialogue.
So we have pencil you in, tentative, play it by ear, spontaneous and flexible, and down for it, enthusiastic agreement. Use these 3 consistently.
Leo, let's revisit that idea of clarity, because it's not just about language, it's about cultural expectation.
Absolutely. We discussed the idea that clear communication is a kindness. If you are vague, you waste everyone's time.
Sometimes learners worry that being too specific sounds rude or demanding. But in English-speaking culture, especially for organizing, clarity is usually appreciated.
If you say, "I need to know by Tuesday," that is not rude. It's responsible planning. It allows your friend to make their own plans for the rest of their week.
And let's reiterate the difference between formal time and friend time.
If you are invited to a professional meeting or a wedding, 7 p.m. means 7 p.m. sharp. No flexibility.
If a casual friend says, come over around 7 p.m., you usually have a window, maybe until 7:15 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. It's relaxed.
Listen for those qualifiers. If they say sharp or no later than, be on time. If they say around, you have a little breathing room.
This attention to nuance makes your English sound much more refined and natural. It shows you understand the social rules embedded in the language.
We also need to talk briefly about follow-through. When you say, I'll check my calendar, you must actually check it and follow through with a response. Silence is often interpreted negatively in planning.
Don't be a planner who disappears. Use those short, clear sentences to keep your friends updated.
Leah, this has been such an in-depth discussion about planning. We've covered everything from the first hey to the final see you then.
We've covered the suggestions, the polite refusals, the importance of conditional language, and those fantastic idioms. This is comprehensive guidance for A2 to B2 learners.
We want our listeners to feel confident the next time they text a friend to organize a fun outing. Confidence comes from having the right words ready.
And if you forget a term, remember the framework. REO for refusing, and the 4 practical tips for confirming the details.
Practice these dialogues. Use them when you are planning your day. Use them when you talk to a family member. The more you use these realistic phrases, the more natural they will become.
That's the entire goal of the English Blend, to integrate real English into your everyday life.
This was a great talk.
It truly was a great talk. Thank you so much for learning with us today. We appreciate you choosing the English Blend.
Yes, next time we are focusing on the language of appreciation and feedback, how to give genuine compliments and express deep gratitude in English.
That's another essential skill for building friendships. We'll talk about avoiding generic praise and sounding truly sincere.
We can't wait to see you in the next episode of The English Blend.
Bye, everyone. Happy planning and talking.